it is just as important to me as the administrator to help my staff with their work-life balance as it is for me, my personal self, to have a work-life balance. It's achievable as long as you have a supportive administration. It's important that the administration of the district and the building in which teachers are working in have it in the forefront of their mind. That when they're adding things to teachers' plates, that we are also taking things off their plate in order for them to be able to achieve that work-life balance. So is it possible? Yes. But it is definitely more difficult to do if you don't have supportive administration. Always remember that teachers are humans. That teachers are humans and they have lives outside of work, and that they also have families. And quite often they're small families, like they're raising young children or babies. And so always making sure that as an administrator that I am thinking about the family dynamic of my teaching staff when I am asking them to do something else. That's important. But also, I think it's important to make sure that we aren't scheduling unnecessary meetings during their prep hour, and just kind of making sure that we are holding that prep hour as something that is very important and a high priority to the teachers. Because if that is taken away, or if they don't have one at all, then that means that they do have to work on uncontracted times. Another thing that I do as an administrator of a small district is to cut down the amount of preps that my staff have to do or have to have in a day. So if you are a teacher and you are teaching 6th, 7th, and 8th grade math, then that's probably all you're going to teach for me. That's 3 preps. And that means you essentially have 20 minutes every time you have a prep hour to prep each one of those classes. If I have a competent teacher that has had great evaluations, and I am constantly in their classrooms, I don't need a full 10-page lesson plan for them to turn in to prove that they are doing their job. So if they are teaching the curriculum, then I know that they are also teaching the standards. And I can trust that they are professionals, and we can just take that turning in the lesson plans right off of their plate. And that's not something that I need to micromanage. Educators need to feel emboldened to say no, and it not be the type of situation where they are reprimanded for that, where they are in trouble for saying no or in trouble for not volunteering. I think it creates such a toxic work environment when teachers don't feel like they have the power to say, no, I cannot do that. I am sorry, I am overwhelmed, and in this moment in time, I would prefer not to take on that extra responsibility. Having that respect, that mutual respect with each other from the administrative standpoint to the teacher and the teacher to the administrator is key. And you're not going to have that if you haven't built the relationship.